Hey gang, welcome back to the final episode of Chapter 19 of the Crucible Chronicles. Super happy to be getting 2 episodes in this week after a long hiatus, so again, sorry about that. Just a reminder, we are in this chapter doing a little bit of lean forging. We spent the first 3 episodes playing one deck, and we're finishing up the second deck, which is called Make Wise Citadel Villain. A link will be in the description if you want to take a look at it. So we're going to play one more game with that today, and then we'll make a final determination whether or not we're going to hold on to the deck or send it on its way to someone else. Anyways, let's hop into today's game. Most excellent. Got ourselves a challenger here, playing against Relovethel P. Il Magico. Another mass mutation deck. Here we got Shadows, Star Alliance, and Untamed. Boy, would you look at that Star Alliance. First of all, it has Cartnew, which is maybe only like a step above John Cargo in my estimation. And it's got the triple teleporter Chief Tink, which I'm not going to lie, definitely not my favorite. Very interesting. I do see this deck has a Sting. So if you'll recall our most recent episode, see if we can get out ahead of that Sting, or maybe see if we'll get punished by it. Definitely has the potential to give us a hard time. All right, so we're going second again. We can throw it on the standard. We got 3 Sanctum cards to toss down. It's not bad. Of course, per usual, we've started our turn, or started the game with John Cargo. Actually, I don't know if we started with John Cargo last game, but it sure seems like we often do. I think we're going to hold on to this. Kind of like the idea of getting Gizelheart Standard and Amberheart down on the board. Amberheart is definitely kind of grown on me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie about that one. When I first saw the card, so we're gonna, I'll get back to that in a second, but I'm gonna lead with the standard because otherwise you exalt a creature. I don't necessarily see a point to exalt Xenoknight to give it a 3rd armor. It's a pretty beefy creature as it is. If I really wanted to, I could Amberheart it to exalt it later. So let's just play that out, play out the Amberheart, and then we'll play the Xenoknight and end our turn. Oh, this is perfect. So we have Borrow. Very, very happy about that. They got the Shadow Council coming down. Shoulder Id hitting the board. And Reckless Rizzo. Okay. All right. I see. Not bad. Not bad at all. Guess we take a Star Alliance turn. I think we're actually probably going to hold on to this this Borrow. That's my plan. That's my plan. Play out Criminorg, then Observumax. I guess onto the Xenoknight. I have a feeling just all of this Ember is going to be stolen. That's fine though. They can feel free to steal all their Ember. Oh my gosh. A Rad Penny discarded again. Yikes. We definitely it's just not working for us. Definitely not working for us. That's okay though. Oof. What was that? That was a big swing of Ember, huh? It's a double Ember Opportunist. Very interesting. Very interesting. So we actually can't even take them off check right now. Can't take them off check. I think we need to bait this red alert, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what that is gonna look like though. Yikes! That was brutal. Was that turn 2? It's turn 3. Turn 3. Gross. Wow, I'm like really not in a great place right now. I can't steal because of the Cephaloist. My red alert is probably going to be worthless, but let's do Star Alliance. You know what? Let's do Star Alliance. Let's not steal one because we can't. How about we Reap to discard the top card of my deck? Classic. It's Anthony, which would have been very useful. And we archive our red alert. Oh my. Why couldn't it have been Shadows? I mean, I guess it's better that it was Red Alert, but it's better that it was Star Alliance than Sanctum. Oof, that hurts. That really hurts. Our opponent giving us the question mark, so apparently we're moving a little too slowly for them. We're moving a little bit too slowly for them. Okay. I mean, I think this Reckless Rizzo is just absolutely destroying us. I probably should have just red alerted before to get rid of the Reckless Rizzo. Let's survey. Survey says, oh, this is interesting. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Discard one of them. All right. All right. I see you. Got Subtle Auto and Gorvenal. Let's discard Lieutenant Gorvenal. Yeah, this is the jam. Then we reap here. Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Such synergy. Now we're going. Now we're talking. Now we're absolutely popping. All right, they're up to 6. They're up to 6. You know, as it turns out, just letting them steal Ember willy-nilly has proven not very good. Not very good for us. All right, so what do we have here? Do we have any captures? Not while the Cephaloist lives. Not while the Cephaloist lives. That thing is absolutely killing us. I have a capture on Gambling Den. We could just use this really sad Bring Low, though. So, that's all right. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go Sanctum. Go Sanctum. We do get a fight here. A free fight. Maybe we do we do the Amber Heart? Let's do it. No, we're not gonna pick up Archives. No, thank you. Go ahead and Amber Heart that bad boy. Wow, that like the resolution on that card just for a moment there was so strong. So good. We'll kill that, so we get to look at Ardent Hero, Bulwark, and Blast Shielding. Alright, so we get to add one of these to hand. I think we do either Ardent Hero or Bulwark. Let's do Bulwark. Then we get the double Bulwark. Move to the bottom of the deck. We'll probably want, I don't know, Ardent Hero. Pick up the Blast Shielding. Yeah, let's move that to the bottom of the deck. Then we'll play out a Bulwark, and then we'll play out another Bulwark. Ba-boom, ba-boom. We got this Bring Low. Should I put a damage onto the Shadow Council so they can steal? We're going to capture... Oh, got it. Never mind. Classic. I played everything wrong there, didn't I? Did I just play... Oh my gosh. I've forgotten how to play KeyForge. It's okay. It's okay. I could have had another damage on the Shadow Council. Life could have been great. They're still generating an absolute boatload of Ember. Man, I really wish... I know they're holding on to the... Oh, and Vault's Blessing. Oh my gosh, it's disgusting. Ooh. Okay, Punctuate Equilibrium too. Wow, that hurts. Double Cephaloist. Let me... Oh dear. Okay, we gotta go Sanctum. We gotta go Sanctum. We gotta kill this Shoulder Id. And then we gotta kill these Cephaloists. It's not great, but... so I need to kill... I'm not going to pick up our Archives. We're going to fight there. Yeah, look over there. Add to hand. Oh, Commandeer. Let's add Commandeer to hand. Move the Umbra Alien to the bottom of the deck. We'll go ahead and... Bulwark is going to fight the Cephaloist. Boy, I really wish you could maybe kill that Shadow Council, but that's okay. Let's do that. We've got Commandeer. We might as well do it. To play one to the right. Capturing onto Bulwark. Play another over here. Maybe Barrister Joya, actually. Give it another armor. Make it that much more beefy. I did that wrong. I should have... You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go full hubris here. Full hubris. Interesting. Subdues the Xeno Knights. Teleporter Chief Tink. Mutagenesis Researcher. The thing that is going to be a bummer. I think that's going to be a bummer here. Is I think we actually need to. I think we need to get the. Oh no! They punctuated Equilibrium, didn't they? Oh no! The Miasma Bomb. That is. An absolute bummer. An absolute bummer. All right. So, what all can we accomplish here? So maybe we could take a Sanctum turn. I don't really know what that accomplishes. Star Alliance, I can steal one. Steal one, I can reap with John Cargo. Man, if I got Shadows again, it's not going to be Shadows. So that's actually not great. They can't reap, actually, so that's okay. Let's go with Star Alliance. Let's go Star Alliance here. We got a lot of Ember Control sitting in Shadows. Take all the cards in your archives in your hand. No. We're going to go ahead and play out all this stuff, I think. Well, we're going to action to steal one. I'm sure we're going to get hit with the Sting. So looking forward to that. It's an action too. Maybe I should have fought. Play this Observumax on John Cargo because why not? Play that over here. They're going to steal 2. And then they're going to hit us with the... then they're gonna... Oh, there's our Miasma Bomb, but it's probably too late. But actually, it's not. It won't be too late because if they hit us with the Sting, we're okay. All right, they're fighting. They're fighting. Plays Savage Clash. Okay, they're up to 6. Fortunately, we got that Observumax. Oh my gosh. So I think we might pull this off. We're going to go with Shadows. And we're going to pick up an absolute slog of cards from our hand. We'll play out Miasma Bomb. So that's going to be useful for us. Play out Fidget. We'll look over there onto this thing to steal one. We'll Rad Penny to steal another. We'll Bow Knithing to steal another. We'll play the Gambling Den to capture onto Fidget. We'll play Borrow. We'll play the Opportunist, capturing onto Bow. Then the Xeno Thief. I guess we could have done that a little bit differently. That is a pretty big turnaround for us. Pretty big turnaround. We have the Miasma Bomb. We got some Shadows creatures on the board. Whew, man. I feel like that was pretty close. Pretty close. It's very fortunate we had so much Ember stockpiled on this Xeno Knight. All right, so we got Shadows. Let's see if there's something I've missed. Double Opportunist. See the Spike Trap. Dark Wave comes down. We're still sitting at 9 though, so I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good about this. We could even gamble it. We could even gamble it. So Dark Wave does some damage. I assume... What else do they have? What else do they have sitting around? Can't believe that... yeah, that was, in hindsight, leaving that Reckless Rizzo. I should have just played the Red Alert for that one turn just to take out the Reckless Rizzo. I mean, I don't think it would have necessarily made that big of a difference because I couldn't also deal with the Shadow Council. And I think the Shadow Council would have been in the center of their board. So we probably could have gotten 2 stolen either way. But again, this is kind of like one of the case in points from the game earlier in this week. We just don't really have a lot of... We really don't have any type of out-of-hand removal aside from Red Alert. You know, look over here is 2 damage, so potentially in a pinch we can get a kill with it. Yeah, it's just kind of not a lot of board control. All right, looks like we got the concession from our opponents. GG to them. Those Cephaloists actually really started to hurt. Were really pretty painful, especially because I think, you know, a fair amount of the Ember control in this deck. I mean, with the double rad pennies, of course, we got some stealing double rad pennies, and the look over there. But we still have Bring Low and Anthony. So again, we kind of recognize this in the last game. This deck really has some pretty potent and good Ember control, but it's a bit slow on removal. So if your opponent's doing something that you have to answer on the board, then that can definitely start to be a problem. I'd say all in all, this is definitely an interesting deck. It's a fun deck, very, very middling, I would say. I don't know, we got in here like 12, 13 Ember pips or something like that. So it plays like relatively quick out of hand in terms of working towards the objective of forging keys. And I think it actually does have a relatively decent board presence with some of the Sanctum stuff. It just seems like we maybe haven't been playing very Sanctum forward, at least the last 2 games. Keep in mind, it's been about a month since I played this deck, so maybe the previous game was different. The first game that we played was a little bit different. I really like the double rad penny, despite not having been able to kind of abuse that the last 2 games because of having 1 discarded. The double bulwark is kind of a fun synergy, just being able to have that whatever 4 power, what is it, hazardous assaults rather, 4 assault when you've stacked them next to each other. So that's pretty cool. There are definitely some strange anti-synergies with the Purifier of Souls, and those rad pennies, which again, in hindsight, I got so little value out of the rad pennies, probably could have just played the Purifier of Souls any of these games. But I think that this represents kind of a deck that is pretty middling in power. You can line up some really nice Sanctum board presence. The Star Alliance kind of hurts the deck, I would say. Like, you got 5 upgrades effectively, and if you get those timed incorrectly, like you just don't have a creature to put them on, or you're putting the access denieds on your own creatures just for the Ember, then that is definitely kind of feels bad. So there's kind of some wonkiness with how the Star Alliance plays in this deck. There's some definitely interesting stuff with the Shadows. You know, I love to see Borrow. I feel like that is just such a huge threat against so many decks, especially in Mass Mutation. But all in all, you know, despite it being a fun deck, I think this is probably one that I'm going to set aside to the to be given away or sold or whatever pile. So if this is a deck that you're interested in, I'm actually not looking to make money on it. So I'm certainly happy if someone wants to pay shipping, I'll send this your way. As with most any of the decks that I have marked for. Marked to get rid of. So if that's something you're interested in and you want to look through some of my decks, I'll put a link to in the video description below to some of the other decks that I've got kind of on the packaged up and ready to be shipped to someone else who wants them. I will say there are a couple decks in there that I probably want to try and sell, but for the most part, I'm totally happy to just hand them off. Or if you know someone who's getting into the game and wants a little care package of some lightly used decks, most of them haven't actually seen physical play. I'm happy to gift them some decks to get them into the hobby. But hey, I do appreciate you hanging out to this point and checking out this video. I'm going to be back next week with another episode, another chapter of the Crucible Chronicles, and I've been cooking up something kind of goofy for the next chapter. So I do hope you'll check back for that. So long.